the name of that camp out east of here? Army camp.
Fort Bragg.
Fort Bragg. See, I can't remember nothing. I mean, I remember it, know where it is, know. All right,
Where'd you go from Fort Bragg?
To Atlanta, Georgia. That's railroad tracks far as you can see. Laying side by side. They've even got turntables to turn trains around with down there. It was at that time. And left Atlanta, Georgia, went to Chicago, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
I was up in Chicago.
Then where'd you go?
Went straight to New Orleans. And then went straight to the Big Rockies up in the north. Where's those? All in there. And then went, left New Orleans and went up there in the north and then cut back down. Next thing I knew was in the desert in Texas. And that's where we whipped off going to California. That's where I went.
When was you in the Death Valley?
Huh?
When was you in Death Valley?
That was just a trip. That's a trip when I.
What about Vegas?
No, Las Vegas. That was another
just a
one
trip.
of our good trips. We were supposed to be in the training to go to fight that
North Africa.
North Africa. That's what was supposed to train us to do. We was on vacation there for about. Just going anywhere we wanted to go. We even got to shooting dynamite out there and shot up all the dynamite just to see it shoot. Me and old first sergeant, I followed around with him. One morning he said, everybody want to go to Las Vegas? No, go to Death Valley. They got beer cans out there. He said, a beer place you can get beer. And everybody, a lot of them went. Get on trucks and went to and when I went in the Grand Canyon, walked in it, we stayed right on the rim of the Grand Canyon a long time in the CC camp. And I told the boy, the first sergeant, not the first sergeant, our mess sergeant, he didn't go overseas with his pretty old. I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go plumb across the Colorado River. Anybody wants to go with me, I'll go across the Colorado River. And it was 10 miles. I done rode it 10 miles to the river because it told on the trail how far it was to them. We crossed the Colorado River. And
how'd you get across the river?
In
a barge?
No, it wasn't a swinging bridge or some kind of bridge. We went across the river to eat our dinner. There's a trail went on across. And here come an Indian down through there, and he just come behind us, and he got on that while we was there.
Did you see any of the mules? Did you see the mules going down the trails?
They had mules there, but I tell you what I done. I walked that trail about halfway down there the day before, just by myself. And I see some bones. Oh, it looked like a horse had fell off. And it wasn't, you couldn't put you could run that thing everywhere, but it was about a 4 foot small, a four-wheeler, about a four-wheeler trail is what it was. It's on places and it wasn't.
How high was the banks?
Some of it was from down yonder. It pretty fur. That's where I got to looking over and see bones. And I told Ryan, old boy worked at the A&B store, Robert Ryan. I said, he lived over there, and there's some Ryans around the Ryan school he was kin to. And I told him, I said, we'll walk. And all it made us, they kept turning back.
So how many started out?
There's a good many started out. See, it was just a battery of us there together. It's like C battery. See, each battery, I don't know the whole battalion that's spread out somewhere else or not. But that's where we didn't have nothing to do but just do stuff like that and have a good time.
When you got down to the bottom, what did you do?
went across the river
To eat.
and I read a sign there said to the rim of the canyon is 10 miles back. I thought it might come up a little closer, but it went further up the canyon where it come out. This still 10 miles down, 10 miles, but we got up there, it's 5 more miles to where we wanted to go. Down the canyon, or up the canyon. We went down the canyon because I see the water running down. And it was a CC camp, what had been. You know what the old CCs were.
Yeah. Civilian conservation thing.
Something to
Put people to work.
put kids to work. Underage, wasn't old enough to go to the army, but still their parents could draw money off of them. And they'd leave you part of the check. And they'd sow that old war grass and the gullies and things. And stretch chicken wire on it, dry stalks all in it. Oh, chicken what was the sergeant's name? The mess sergeant. We had a mess sergeant. He had 3 stripes. He had 2 stripes and then a circle there. All I had was 2 stripes, 3 stripes. First cook's stuff. But anyhow, I told him we went and that guy going in. His name I can't get his name, but he was 38. They took him from 19 to 38. That's how long it took him, and he was kind of gray-headed, and he didn't go overseas with us. But you know, when we coming out of there, we'd stop and rest a little. It's a little harder coming out than it is going down.
Yeah, I bet.
If you just keep going, and every time we'd sit down, we'd about have to lift him up to get him going. Me and Ryan would. We wouldn't let him sit too long. I was scared he'd get. And the only thing wrong with me, the next morning, I had to eat my breakfast. I might have been on duty the next morning. I don't know where it was or not. But when I eat my breakfast, I started to just get up without doing anything like this now.
Yeah.
And it right in my joints there. I could tell there's a little bit something wrong with them, but I still feel lifted up, and it went away by the time I walked. I got down easy.
So how long did it take you to get down in the canyon and back out?
Well, let me
You didn't
say.
spend the night, did you?
No, we didn't spend the night. It was dark when we got back. I know it. We left. We done packed our breakfast right we eat. It's round, and they have, I can't remember. It was early in the morning.
10 miles is a pretty good walk.
And that was 25 miles we walked. 10, 20 going in and out,
Yeah.
5 now. and I made it pretty good. I mean, I didn't have no trouble because I'd walk.
Did you carry anything like a backpack or anything? Some water?
Just water and it's about all I took's water and food. Yeah, we eat dinner. When we got across, I said, we'll need to pack us a dinner. But I done seen that 10 miles down, and I know that I'd have to come back 10 miles. It'd be 20 miles. And I know that, and that's the reason that people get turning back. But they had mules there you could ride.
I was checking on a mule ride. I was thinking about going down and riding down in a mule. And they got some pretty big hills.
Yeah.
Pretty big steep
I
banks.
wouldn't trust the mule.
Was it?
Not spooky. I told him I'd walk with anybody to go across the Ryan, and me and Ryan's on one walk I know of it.
Oh, everybody else turned around?
Yeah, all went with us. There's a lot of people go down in there, but if anybody else made it walking, but that Kelly was that name. That's his last name. Kelly. That's all I remember. Old Nardone was the first sergeant. I always called him Nardone. He's from Seattle, Washington. Nardone was. He went overseas with us. I could have got out of going overseas if I just spoke up one time, because he said there was going to have to, couldn't take all the cooks go. I said, well, heck, I'd hate to get kicked out of it, because I done the reason I got, we packed up to go to Pacific when I hadn't been in but 6 months, and done packed up to go to the Pacific. And I know why my orders got changed. Since I watched that thing on the
because of North Africa.
Wilson, not the
FDR.
this cripple man. What?
FDR.
Yeah,
Franklin Roosevelt.
yeah, Roosevelt. He had another man. It was about time I was watching that thing. It might have been in the middle of it, on later. Help him, but he always had the main. What he said went. Roosevelt did. Franklin, the crippled fellow. And when the other fellow that was helping him picked where to send the troops, around about that time they was wanting to send a lot of them over to the Japanese. So Roosevelt said, you can't do that. You got to go help out the Russians over there in North Africa. That's where we need help. And Fred Crompton went. He would have, if he had stayed in, he'd have went to time out to go to North Africa. But for some reason, our outfit is going. We was a backup for North Africa. They said that's what we was training for, to go to North Africa. And all they'd feed us is goats. We called it goat. It was sheep. Sheep ain't no good as a goat to eat alone. It's got a taste you don't like. And I hauled it. We stayed out in the desert for 6 months. For half time I was in the Army. And that's something might have saved my life. I'm not going to
Pacific wouldn't have been ugly.
if I'd have went there, I'd been dead. And that's one reason old Nardone was going to send more cooks. I think, well, if I stay there, they not need some cooks and back over there. And I didn't want to go over there where them Japanese wouldn't surrender. They didn't. And the Germans, I know the people over there, and I always wanted to go to. If I ever had to go overseas, go to Europe. There are kind there, all over Europe. Germans and us. Well, most of us are Germans. Well, we got our great grandma up there. That's where she come from, is Germany. She is
When you left California, where'd you go? Or
went to New York.
New York, and then where'd you go from there? Then you got on ship.
I went to New Jersey, is where I got on the boat. Went to Liverpool, England. And then I stayed there long enough to get her stuff. Well, I went to where the D-Day was, where they had the invasion.
Yeah. How long was you in England before the D-Day invasion?
Oh, it done moved. It moved. We got there. They'd done invaded over there in France on D-Day. It doesn't happen. Well, you know what? It happened. Luke went. That's where Luke landed.
Luke who?
Luke Adams.
Oh yeah.
It was, and the front had done got into Metz, Germany, but when I got to France, where they had to